Hello everyone! We recently just found out all the information we have officially about the new Galactic Seasons system in Star Wars: The Old Republic. This is a new system being released starting on April 27, 2021 and will be available to both free-to-play, preferred, and subscribed players in the game. It's a way of earning rewards very similar to the Battle Pass style system available in other games. And before you ask, no, it doesn't cost anything extra. So we're going to read through this official article and see exactly what it has to say, and we'll be talking about the differences between what we are expecting, what we saw on the test server, and what we're wondering might actually be different in-game compared to this article. So here we go. As we announced earlier this year, Game Update 6.3 The Dark Descent is introducing a new system called Galactic Seasons. The first season that players will experience is The Stranger from Kubindi. Throughout the next 5 months, players will be able to earn new and exciting rewards by actively completing daily and weekly priority objectives. The reward structure is split into 2 separate tracks. One is available for all players, no matter what their subscription status, and the second reward track is for subscribers. We have a lot to discuss with this article, including Galactic Season points, daily weekly priority objectives, rewards, and much more. So the very first thing in this article is this ridiculously giant Galactic Seasons chart. Like, this is full-size chart of the entire level system, and they probably just took it straight from in-game and sliced it together for us, which is really nice. Really awesome that they did that, because they have a tendency of releasing new things without any content to go with them. And we have to figure it out as we go. So really nice chart. I'm doing a quick look through. It's looking very similar to what we saw on the final version of the test server. Lots of different items. One important thing I'm seeing is that there's no longer any blank spots on the chart. So previously there would be some slots like level 3. You might not get anything at all, even though you did the work to earn level 3. This is something normal in Battle Pass systems, but it's something that Star Wars: The Old Republic players, and I would say online MMO players, don't really like. They want to get a reward for the action that they committed. So they filled in those slots with free cartel coins. Yeah! And I'm sure we'll be able to learn a little more about that moving forward. Note that if you're free to play, you will have lots of blank slots on the chart. We're mostly talking about for subscribers here, but free to play can earn everything on the top tier of each of these levels. And they can still get quite a few interesting things. Alright, here we go. Galactic Seasons points. Players can progress through all 100 levels of Galactic Seasons by earning Galactic Seasons points. Each reward level will require 8 Galactic Season points to obtain, for a total of 800 Galactic Season points over the course of the season. There are 3 separate ways that players can earn these points. Logging into SWTOR, so you can earn points by logging in any 4 days of the week. And then free and preferred players receive 4 Galactic Season points per week, and subscribers receive 8 per week. So just log in, like you don't even have to play, just log in. Second is completing daily priority objectives. Free and preferred players receive 2 Galactic Season points each. Subscribers receive 3 Galactic Season points each for the daily objectives. And lastly, completing weekly priority objectives. Free and preferred players receive 8 season points each and 12 for subscribers for those weeklies. So you'll get more points faster if you are subscribed to the game compared to free or preferred. But as mentioned, free and preferred can still earn points just fine. While subscribers earn points at a faster rate, free-to-play and preferred players will still be able to reach reward level 100 of Galactic Seasons as long as they're diligent about completing priority objectives and logging into SWTOR. So very interesting that they confirmed this. I was still waiting for a lot of the numbers, but we weren't 100% sure free-to-play could complete the track. So now we're going to do, once we're gone through this whole chart, we're going to do a bunch of math and figure out exactly whether or not free to play can skip like a couple days or like half the days, or if they have to do it almost every single day if they want to complete the chart. And that will be in the actual guide versus just this first look reading into the official documents. As the season progresses, a catch-up system will unlock, allowing players to spend in-game credits to catch up on season levels. Additionally, players may spend cartel coins at any time to jump ahead in progress. The primary avenue of earning Galactic Season points, however, comes through daily and weekly priority objectives, so let's get more in depth on what those entail. I'm still waiting for a lot of details about that. I think it's a really weird system that you can skip ahead with cartel coins, but I'm waiting to judge it. We knew this info for a long time, but we didn't know the exact details. I'm waiting to see the exact numbers and how hard it is to get points normally before I judge it too much. So daily and weekly priority objectives. These new types of objectives are found with a unique marker at the top of the Conquest objectives list. Priority objectives may be replaced with a refresh, once a day for daily priority objectives and once a week for weekly priority objectives. The assignment of these objectives are random, so a group of friends could have different objectives. With that in mind, let's take a look at all the possible objectives. Oh, that makes me sad. So, when me and a friend went to the test server to test this out, we both had an objective where we had to go kill 75 enemies on a planet. But we both had different planets, and there wasn't really any good reason to help each other apart from just getting things done faster in general, because those objectives by themselves didn't really have any rewards. For example, if theirs was Oricon and mine was Hoth, if they came to Hoth to me to help me, they would literally get nothing from those, unlike lots of other content in the game where if you recruit a friend, the friend will still get something. If it's a flashpoint or operation, they're going to get tons of loot and gear and tech fragments and credits. These ones, they're just kind of boring. Not to mention things like flashpoints and operations are kind of fun inherently, but killing 75 enemies, not the most fun. So we'll see how that goes and how that feels once it goes live. But let's continue with the document. Each week, the priority objectives will shift from one region of the galaxy to another, and objectives will be relevant to the planets in that region. Sprinkled throughout each week are specialty requests from the new Kubas companion that this first galactic season is centered around, Alter Zakadon. These missions require the player to tackle priority objectives that include locating and defeating insectoids. After 5 weeks, the cycle starts again with the Week 1 objectives. Below is a listing of all potential priority objectives players could get for each of these weeks. So this is the actual chart, and as I mentioned before, we often don't get charts directly from BioWare, so I like that kind of thing. I love that. Otherwise, we have to write this down ourselves or guess. One of the things I wish is we could have had some of these earlier, but I'll take it where I can get it. So it shows you kind of like week 1, go. The objectives in general kind of follow a pattern, so they're either go kill enemies, go complete on certain planets, go complete heroics on certain planets, go complete dailies on certain planets, and then kind of more generic stuff like go do a war zone, go do a starfighter, go do a certain set of flashpoints or operations. And they're kind of all the same. There's nothing really like special or interesting. They just kind of rotate between different planets or sections or specific flashpoints kind of stuff. I don't know if they were meant to be exciting. When I was imagining the system when they were first kind of floating it, go kill 75 enemies was not really on my radar of things that I wanted to go do or thought would be on there. I thought it would be kind of similar to Conquest, which has a really wide variety of stuff you can do depending on what you like to do. So I'm really gonna have to judge this when I see it, if that makes sense. So seasonal rewards. Galactic Seasons can be broken down into 2 reward tracks. One that's free and available to all players regardless of their subscription status, and another for subscribers. The following rewards are available for all players regardless of their subscription status. So we've got the new Kubas companion. Sweet! We've got some armor. Oh, this is the ones that are available for free to play as well as normal people. The new companion, a new simple set of armor, a new decoration, and then on top of that, there's going to be a legacy title that I don't think free-to-play players can display. And then here's the really cool thing that I think free-to-play players especially will like. You can earn cartel weapon packs, cartel armor packs, cartel mount packs, cartel weapon pack, cartel armor pack, cartel mount pack, bronze and silver. And then these won't include the most rare ones in the game. They can include like a select collection of less rare or older ones, but you should get some interesting stuff in there, especially if you're free to play. And then 5 Galactic Seasons tokens. In addition to these rewards, subscribers will be eligible for even more rewards via the subscriber reward track. Here's a complete list of all the rewards available through this additional track. So, all these weapons, and what's cool is originally, you only got one set of these. I forget which one it was, but only one set was on the track, and you had to like buy the other weapons individually with the Galactic Seasons tokens, and there was not enough Galactic Seasons tokens to buy like not even half the things that were on there. And you'll also get this armor set, which is kind of similar to the other one, but a little more bits and bobs on it. By the way, these weapons are very plain, but they're very nice. They're very nice when you zoom in, very high quality textures, all of that. Very cool. So these are the free-to-play ones, and then you would also get Alter's two customizations. You get his armor set. You get his special weapon. This is if you do everything. You can't just get it passively. You get these 3 different crazy looking mounts. And same thing. Originally, I think only one of these was on the track, and it was the blue one. And then the orange one and the white one you could only get from the vendor. But people were saying we want more rewards and we want the track to be less empty. So they like shuffled them onto the track. You get this decoration. Which is the Kubindi Hive Farm. Oh, this is a batch of decorations, sorry. So on the left here is the Kubindi Hive Farm, which looks like it's clickable, but I don't think anyone has gotten it in-game on the test server yet, so we'll see what that does later on. Very cool. The Insecticulture Research Lab, and that's clickable. It can turn on and off. It's kind of cool. And the Smuggled Art Stronghold decoration. That one opens up when you right click it and shows you like some datacrons and stuff inside. It was cool. And then by the way, that other decoration that we saw earlier that's available to free to play too, this one has a clickable codex entry, which I thought was super cool. You can go right click it and get a codex about Kubindi. So in addition to those rewards, you'll also get these Galactic Seasons tokens. There are these big orange things on the track. And I think they said how many will you get? 15 as a subscriber and 5 as a free-to-play? What can you spend them on? So the question is, what can I do with these 5 or 15? Gelate Now, one of the 2 new Galactic Season vendors, features classic and previously unobtainable promotional rewards with a few new things sprinkled in, such as the Carrick Station and Viking Space Dock Penthouse Strongholds. Everything available from this vendor can be purchased with the new Galactic Season tokens earned through the 2 seasonal reward tracks. Gelate Now's inventory will rotate over time, ensuring that players always have something interesting to work toward. While the new Fleet Department Strongholds will be available all the way through Season 2, does that mean they stop being available in Season 3, or they just don't want to make any promises? Ha! Oh, hey! Y'all need to use the exclamation point chat command for me. SWTOR says, oops, looks like there's a new issue with article, fixing it now. Yep, the Shadow Light mount image is missing, adding it now. That's okay, Daniel. We've got it on our guide. So by the way, this mount that Daniel's adding to the guide is really nice. It's very pretty. Look at this. It's the Batman. It's Polly. It's exclamation point chat. So SWTOR actually... I forgot I was recording live. Sorry. So let's continue on. While the new Fleet Apartment Strongholds will be available all the way through Season 2, all of the other rewards will be on a varied 3 to 5 week rotation. Using the companion Daz Ranos as an example, after being available for 5 weeks, she'll then be unavailable for 5 weeks before reappearing again. Not all rewards will be available on the vendor at the same time. So for those of you who've been looking into getting those retired companions, they just posted the prices for them. Master Rados is going to be 6 tokens, and then Nico, Shay, and Paxton will be 5. However, they will be rotating in and out, so you're going to have to watch them very carefully, and hopefully we'll be able to record some type of schedule. And they also, what did they post here? Oh, they posted a preview of the new Strongholds you can get. So the new Strongholds, you won't be able to get both the first season. So they cost 8 tokens for the Republic one or 8 tokens for the Imperial one. And we did a test preview on the test server and they looked decent. Like, this is a pretty good example of what they look like. They're these little strongholds, not many rooms, in a cool location overlooking the fleet. And they're not teeny tiny, not quite normal apartment size, but they're a lot more compact than the other ones that I quite liked. And if you want a full preview of this, I've got one from the test server on my YouTube. But that was a pretty good example. And here's the Imperial version. Wait, I think they got mixed. Daniel, I think Carrick Station and Viking Space Docks labels are upside down. But I'm sure players can figure that one out. That the Republic looking one is on the Republic fleet. But yeah, this one's really cool. I like the view of the VIP deck on this one that the video should show coming up right here. And I really like the big hexagon room. I don't feel like the video really shows just how cool it is. It's like this big, really cool room for like a trophy room or like a Sith sanctuary or something like that would be really neat. So yeah, these you would get. Let's see, how long would it take you to get these? So 1 token, 2 token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like I'm playing Where's Waldo. If I didn't accidentally miss any, you get it around level 69. Nice. Who did that? So with these tokens, if you're a free-to-play player, you might be able to afford one of those strongholds if you wanted them by season 2, if it sticks around like it says. But I wouldn't recommend it because free-to-play have access to the really nice-looking Coruscant and Dromund Kaas strongholds, and those are really nice. I wouldn't even recommend these to them. These are more for the long-term players, I think. And then free-to-play players, definitely go check out some of these other retired rewards because you'll only have 5 tokens. So you will be able to get Nico Carr, Shay Vizsla, or Paxton Rao, which is pretty cool. They're just simple companions, but they're cool additional ones you can get. And then there's also some other retired rewards, and they added more even than they had showing on the test server, which is super neat. I'm unclear if these rotate in and out. Kind of sounds like they would. I'm not sure which would be available which week and stuff like that. So we've got Eternal Empire Patroller, we've got Umbar and Tauntaun, we've got HK Jetpack, which I think a lot of players love, we got the Rapid Recon Walker, we've got the Chiss Talon Interceptor, Cachren Daggerstar, JA3 Speeder, and Lucky 77 Swoop Mount. This is a huge mix of retired items. This could be like this could be something that was available to be purchased in the game with credits, but is no longer available for whatever reason, like it got taken out by accident or on purpose when they were shuffling things around. Some of these are previous subscriber rewards. Some of these were just special free stuff you could get, but you can't get anymore. And so those ones cost, but it looks like all the mounts cost 3 tokens. So keep that in mind. If you want to buy the Stronghold as a subscriber, if you want to get stuff this month and you grind out the whole thing and you get your 15 total tokens, if you get the Stronghold, you'll only have 7 left. So you'll want to decide how to spend them. And if you don't get the Stronghold at all, you're going to have 15 to spend, so you can definitely spread them around. One of the ones that I really want to get is this Hk55 Jetpack, because I was unhappy with the direction of the game at the time, so I like voted with my wallet and I unsubbed, so I didn't get the subscriber reward. but I resubbed once I was happy with the direction of the game, which I have been for quite a few years now. And I can go back and still get my cake and eat it too? Heck yeah! For those of you who like collecting pets, there have been many, many pets over the years. I won't even list them all. This is probably not even close to all of them. That have been available over the years. Many of them have been free. Others have been like use code. Others have been a reward for subscribing. Others have been, oh, you bought the expansion way back when. And you can now pick these little guys up, and they cost a whole 1 token. So pet collectors rejoice. Once again, these are way more than were available on the test server at the time. How do you get the tokens? They are the tokens are from this chart. This is Galactic Seasons, and they are something you earn over time, over the next course of the 5 months. And the objectives to do them will rotate in and out a lot. Okay, and then weapons. Here's some more retired stuff from previous subscriber rewards. I don't know if I will be buying these. I'd like to, because I'm also missing a lot of them. Nico Car's blasters. These are meant to be from like one of the original trailers. And then some Hk55 weapons that are inspired by the droid. Hk55. They're kind of crazy looking. One of the most unique ones I think is probably this giant vibro sword. Like, sucker's huge. There's nothing quite like it in the game. Go whack someone over the head with that. So if you wanted all the HK ones like I do, I would need 6. And if I wanted that and the jetpack, that would cost 9. And if I wanted to get all of those together, I wouldn't be able to afford the Strongholds. So you really had to pick and choose. And here's some more of those retired armors. There's oh, you can get the Galactic Alliance statue replica and Grand Statue of Revan replica. You can get the Makeb gazebo. You can get Propaganda, Fight for the Meat Bags. You can get Hk55 helmet, Nico Card duster. So the armors were 2 each. These, the bigger ones of these are worth 3 and 2. And once again, this is a huge mix of weird retired items. So the one on the left, I think was, I don't even remember. I think it was like some type of anniversary or subscription reward. The Shadow of Revan one, I think, was for the Shadow of Revan expansion. The Makeb gazebo was from an achievement you can earn for free. They were retiring it, so they gave you a free deco if you did it on time. Hk55 thing was like a subscriber reward. Just a huge mix. Oh, and you can get titles too. Test Pilot, Illustrious, Intrepid, Risen, and Scourge of the Huts. Very cool. Kiat Thavo, our other Galactic Seasons vendor, functions a bit differently. Kiat's inventory is a select offering of seasonal rewards found on the subscriber reward track. Like his counterpart, purchasing something from Kiat's inventory requires Galactic Season tokens, giving free-to-play or preferred players the option to purchase subscriber reward track items, while simultaneously giving subscribers the most flexibility with their Galactic Seasons tokens. While the season is underway, subscribers will not be eligible to purchase items from Kiat Thavo to help prevent accidental purchases of rewards they can earn later from the reward track. Oh my god, that's genius! I was just about to ask something along that lines of like, what happens if you purchase your mount? Because you can just unlock it in your collections and then you accidentally purchased another one? Amazing. Whoever thought of that. Mwah! Thank you for saving players' butts. Once the season concludes, Kiat's inventory will open to everyone, giving subscribers the opportunity to purchase rewards they might have missed out on. Kiat Thavo's inventory is seasonal and will completely refresh with all new rewards at the start of Season 2. Oh, super cool. So, like, let's say you're on the track and you really wanted... Let's see, where are the mounts on the track? You really want the Albino Tethic, and it's level 91 on the track. And you are playing very casually, you suddenly had to move, and you didn't get internet for a while, and you made it to level 59. So you're trying quite a bit. You got quite a few tokens. You got like 6 tokens. Good job, you. But you didn't make it all the way to that Albino Tethic. Once it ends, you'll be able to come back and buy that Albino Tethic as long as you do it before Galactic Season 2 starts. That's really nice. I like that a lot. And then free-to-play. Free-to-play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say free-to-play like grinded the heck out of things, like they went wild. This free-to-play player loves SWTOR. They're 15 years old. They're not allowed to use a credit card yet, but they're some dedicated to this game. Super dedicated. They could then earn that 5th token, and even though they can't get the albino tethys through the track, they could come back and buy it here. Or whatever it is reward that they especially wanted. That's cool. So I'm trying to see if there's anything. It even gives you the prices, which is cool. I'm trying to figure out why the first round of weapons isn't on. So you earn 2 rounds of weapons. You can earn the ornate blasters, and then you can earn the exquisite blasters and other weapons, but it looks like you can only buy the first set on this vendor. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe you can't buy that one? I don't know if it got left out or if it's just not going to be there. A lot of stuff got shuffled around when they were moving it on the test server, so it could just be a typo or a mistake and they might show up. Otherwise, if there was a specific reward and you think that that description I made earlier might pertain to you, maybe come look at this list and make sure the item you want is going to be buyable from that vendor in the first place. The one that I was talking about, the albino tethys, that's here level 91 of the subscriber track, it's not on here, but the other 2 mounts are. We don't know. A player in chat is asking, what will happen after that 5 months? Will there be a break between now and the next season? They may address this near the end, but I would assume so. The way Conquest works in-game is there's actually a short break between conquests. It's just the question of how long between, we don't know yet. They may have not even decided that at this point. So here's the ornate weapon set. Players will receive duplicates of items that can be dual wielded. So if you're a gunslinger, or if you're a Sith warrior, marauder, if you're a Jedi Knight Sentinel and you like to run around with 2 sabers or blasters, you're covered just fine. Here's frequently asked questions. How can I level up Alter Zaka Dawn? With all the companion gifts between the 2 reward tracks, subscribers who reach level 100 will be guaranteed to have Alter Zaka Dawn at rank 50 influence by the end of the season. So as far as I can tell, I don't think you can give him normal gifts, but I'm not sure. Oh, cool. I got Alter Zaka Dawn to rank 50 influence on my main character, but what about leveling him on other characters? Once you reach rank 50 influence with Alter Zaka Dawn, you will unlock a new legacy unlock that allows you to purchase Alter's companion gifts with credits. Visit Jalite now, located in the Galactic Seasons alcove on the fleet, to purchase the gifts. Oh, that's super cool. That solves another issue that was going on in my brain when I was reading that. How can I level Alter Zaka Dawn outside of Galactic Seasons? Just like other companions, sending Alter Zaka Dawn on crew skill missions will increase his influence. Additionally, the Commander's Compendium will increase his influence to rank 50. Will I be able to get both the new fleet apartment strongholds during this season? It's intended for only one of the strongholds to be obtainable during one season, so you will be able to acquire the other one in the following season. What's interesting is when they were updating the test server, at one point they updated it so you got, I think it was like 16 or 17 tokens, and everyone started freaking out because they thought you could get both. If you earned enough tokens, you could buy both Republic side and Imperial side, but that was never intentional. That's why we have the test server. So they bumped down the tokens to 15. You need 8 plus 8 to get both stronghold. That's 16. It makes it very clear for players that they shouldn't be shooting to get both. That's it for the in-depth review of our Galactic Season, The Stranger from Kupindi. We broke down how to level up through the season, what priority objectives players can expect to encounter, and most importantly, what cool rewards are up for grabs. This system will officially be live following the launch of Game Update 6.3, The Dark Descent, tomorrow, April 27th. Wow, that was a really good coverage article. Off the top of my head, I feel like I don't have that many questions about how the system works left. My main questions will be like, okay, how long is it going to take me to get each reward? And that one we're going to work together on a guide as soon as I'm done recording this video, actually. And that will be on Swtorista.com. I'll have like a chart like this, but with text and with math and stuff like that. And then the other thing I'm curious about is the objectives. Are they going to be fun? And this is a question that I think I'll only be able to answer once I start playing it in game. And another question I had is, how much will it cost to unlock things going up the track? And if you want to spend credits partway through the season, and how much will it cost if you want to do it with cartel coins, which is apparently an option, but we still don't know a bunch about it. All that and more on the next guide about Star Wars: The Old Republic. I hope you guys enjoyed the new system, or at very least, enjoy some of the rewards you get from it. See you later!